Alright, how's it going tonight, everyone? Happy Thursday! Since it's Thursday, you know what that means. It's Pidgin night. So we're gonna hack on the Pidgin Instant Messenger client itself and give away some stickers. Alright. Yeah, how do you like that one, Knowledge? Tell me to use Git. Take your sword away. Oh no? Question mark? Yeah, I know. Alright, you got it back now. Alright, how's everyone doing tonight? Sorry I missed you Tuesday. Tuesday there was a, basically a tech, what do they call it? Tech bash in Milwaukee. It was people, different startups, people from meetups, other developers, all that. There's a ton of us there. Apparently the attendance was over 1,000. I wasn't sure how many people were just at that place that would have been there normally on a Tuesday night, and how many were there. Whatever, there was a bunch of people there. It was good stuff. I don't see badges, find them too distracting. Gotcha. Well, anyways, I gave it back, but yeah. So yeah. As most of you know, on Tuesday, Bitbucket announced that they're going to be sunsetting their support for Mercurial. Now, what that means is Mercurial is not dying. Mercurial is not in any way, shape, or form affiliated with Bitbucket. Bitbucket itself, when it started as a hosting site, it was only for Mercurial. And then, I think it was after Atlassian bought them, they decided they're going to add Git support. And the problem was nobody that worked on Bitbucket knew how to use Git, so they converted almost all, if not all, of their internal repositories to Git, which very quickly meant everyone forgot how to use Mercurial. So anyways, most of the Mercurial core devs that Bitbucket still employed are gone. There's not really anyone there anymore, so this is something a lot of us knew was going to happen sooner or later. Some of us, like myself, may have actually already gotten a timeline on this, except the timeline I got was at most 12 months. That was a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it's less than 12 months. But yeah, so you remember me talking about the impending doom of HG on Bitbucket? Never expected to be so bad. Yeah, them deleting the repos, that's a really, really bad thing. So we'll see what happens. I've been looking at SourceForge. I've been looking at other stuff. SourceForge, I have been fighting all day over something really, 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 really dumb. So Pidgin has been on SourceForge since fucking forever. So much so that the game project is still here and points to it. This was last updated, or this got updated, I forget by who. This might have been to give somebody else access? I don't remember. But I thought there was like a when this was created on here thing. I think we created this project to then move over to here, but the Pidgin project here has been even longer. Or whatever. We've had a presence on SourceForge for a very, 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 very long time. Yeah. So the original registration date of, so we got them to rename the project, and then we kept the old one for whatever reason. But yeah, so this was registered November 13th of 1999. That's almost 20 years. But anyway, so I came across this one accidentally the other day. So like I said, we still have a presence here. We don't have a whole lot of stuff. We mostly just host our files here. But with Bitbucket shutting down Mercurial support, it's been like, okay, well, what are our options? Well, SourceForge supports Mercurial. We have a long history with them. They have pull requests. They have forks and all that. And then I started looking at this and how to fork a repository and realized that aside from my shitty username, which I can explain in a minute, look at the URL for my profile. You'll notice nobody else on the Pidgin team has that issue. So, like, if you go to, I think this will show you all my personal, no, that just takes me over here. So that's shitty. And the reason for that is because there's an underscore in my username. Not that there's a dash. Dashes are fine. Specifically an underscore. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, you'll see my account is here is almost 17 years old. But their solution to me that they're giving me right now is to create a new account. And I'm like, well, to create a new account, I'm going to need a unique email, right? And they're like, yep. I'm like, so I can't use the same email I've been using for nearly 20 years for my open source work? Because you can't change my username? So, here's the thing with Source Hut. Drew does not want to... Drew's the main developer of Source Hut. He believes that the only true way to support... Or, I may be misquoting, I haven't talked to him in a while about this. But the only true way to do contributions to an open source project is not the fork and merge request. It is to send email patches. That's not gonna happen. Number two, so we have a bunch of stuff on SourceHut already. Or not a bunch of stuff, but I have some. Oh, there you go. So I have a few things here that I've been using it as a mirror. But like, I haven't even been updating it lately because I just haven't gotten to it yet. I should automate this though. Excuse me. But yeah, there's so like, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but like this, you're not gonna get a lot of contributors that are gonna like figure out how to contribute to your shit here. One of the other cool things is that they do mailing lists, so that could take it off of our backs, but yeah. And SourceHut is AGPL, it is open source, but like Drew has also said he's never ever gonna use Docker. So, like, I'm not going to deploy that anywhere because I'm not going to deploy it on Metal because that's dumb. Lodash, Bitbucket hasn't deleted the repos yet. Their plan right now is that they will delete the repos when they stop supporting Mercurial. I wouldn't trust my repos to a host who can't handle underscore. Yeah, I mean, that thing's really dumb, too. So, I don't know. We'll see. And, like, I don't know how long my username's been broke there, because, honestly, we haven't used SourceForge a whole lot since, like, 07. 07 is when, or I think it's 07, when we created Pidgin.im. Which reminds me, I need to get this under our control, which is something I've been trying to do for fucking ever. Number one, GDPR has made Whois basically useless. Number two, well, actually, the IM is the Isle of Man. It's this little island in the middle of the UK, right? So there's the Isle of Man. Yeah. Okay, so there's Great Britain, there's Ireland. So it's between the two. And that's where the .imtld comes from. So, I'm confused why there's no creation date, but whatever. But yeah, so anyways, I've been trying to get this under our control. Originally, IM domains, when they first came out, were something stupid like $1,000 a year or something. So an anonymous benefactor paid for it for us, and that was that. They just set the name servers, and we control the name servers, but they are the ones that have access to the domain at the registrar. I've been trying to change that since IM domains are ridiculously much cheaper. Now, for example, I should have picked something better than this, but apparently, alright, it's not available. I just want to find, it's $20 a year now. So they've gotten a lot better. Anyways, I've been trying to increase our bus factor. I used Gandhi for my registrar, and I've created a team on there for Pidgin, and Reconaro, and I forget who else. I've added, they're part of the team. They can manage it. They can do everything. And then that way, if I get hit by a bus, somebody can pick it up, and, you know, we don't have to go through a whole bunch of legal bullshit to get there. So, yeah. Oops, we have too many islands. Yeah, just, well, not as many as Greece, at least, but yeah. So right now, the only alternatives would be SourceForge and maybe the GitLab fork with HG support. So the GitLab fork with HG support is probably a no. That's called Heptapod. You may have heard me talk about it occasionally. The reason for it is the GitLab fork, or Heptapod, doesn't actually use Mercurial. Internally, it uses HG-Git for everything. So everything is still internally a Git repository. Now, there's a lot of issues with HG-Git when it comes to named branches, which it didn't work with. I don't know if they fixed all of those, but like the Pidgin Mercurial repository has a mix of, actually no, the main one only has, so the official canonical repository only has named branches, but like my repository, QLogix, and I can't remember who else, we have mixed. We have named branches and bookmarks. Where last I knew, HG-Git, and this is probably wrong, I haven't looked at it in about a year, so it's very possible they fixed it. They've been doing a lot of stuff in upstreaming fixes to it. But last I knew was that HG-Git only supported bookmarks, and it just completely ignored named branches. So that's a problem. How's it going, Enzo? Hello, hello. And how you doing, Kdex? Hello, hello to you as well. Git Cinnabar works fine with either. Does it work fine with a mixed repository, though? And I mean, there's some other options that are out there too. So I've been trying to finish up HG Keeper just to get us someplace to stash our repos. Just someplace we control that, you know, we're not going to lose. There's also Apache Allura, which we could host. Like, if you want to do hosting, yeah, that's pretty much it. Apache Allura, it looks very interesting. It looks very nice-ish, at least compared to, like, SourceForge and stuff. Where's their actual site? Whatever, so you can compare this here, but, like, there's some weird issues with it. I mean, we still have our track. The main thing is we just have to host our code. I mean, we can still use track. It sucks. We'd lose pull requests if we started hosting our own code. We could look at using review board to do the pull request. Except as of right now, review board only supports a single diff. So you would have to squash your commits into a single one to do the review that way. And that kind of sucks. There's Redmine is still an option too. I don't remember what some of these other ones are. Indifero, I don't even know, but it hasn't been released in 7 years, so probably not gonna touch Fusion Forge, but Redmine I used to use for the goofification stuff way back when, and it was fine. There is also Roadcode and Calithia. So you can do code hosting at code.roadcode.com. Roadcode has a shady history though. So Roadcode was GPL'd, but then they decided that they needed to make money, so they relicensed it. That caused people to get pissed, and a fork was created called Calithia. And then eventually Roadcode came back around and open sourced most of it. Now they're open core. Roadcode got some notoriety because they're the ones who created the Python wheel format, the Python wheel binary format. So maybe you know them from that, maybe not. I just write my own that is on the table, and so so coming up with a new forge has been something me and a few other individuals have been designing and planning for probably about 2 or 3 years now. The problem is none of us have the time to actually fully implement the whole damn thing. But we've all been doing this a very long time. We all know what we like and what we don't like about the current and existing solutions. And that's like, there's things we'd want to do better. There's ideas we have that'll make it better, that'll scale better, and things that'll just work better in general. But the problem is time. So yeah. You don't know about HGGit? You You can't just create a new named branch. Ah, that's crappy, but yeah. Alright. Knowledge, I'll put it this way. Hold on. I'm going to look it up over here because I'm not going to give the name away. But I bought the .app domain for the new Forge the day .app domains went live. And that was May 8th of last year. So, and I bought it for 3 years. So I already have the domain. I bought the domain a year and a half ago nearly. So at some point I'm going to put something there, yes. But yeah. So KDex, we've done patches via email before, and it works, but it's annoying and tedious. The thing is, like, both Git and Mercurial support doing patches that way. Source Hut email patches. Where is it? So, like, you said, I gotta remember. I gotta look at how to do this. So you mail submissions and patch review via the web. This Source Hut could work. There's just concerns with it. Like, so people complain about Pidgin.im looking old and out of date. Compare that to Source Hut. These two look pretty similar, like same time frame. And then we throw a nest in there. Oh, I did the wrong thing, and then I got the wrong window. Right, this one should be over here. This one should be here. Okay. So if we take nest here and we compare nest to that, like that, maybe those two look all right next to each other. Maybe it's not. I don't know. The music might be double coming through my speakers. It's possible, but it shouldn't be. Oh yeah, it totally is. Damn it. So I moved the mic last week, and it's been causing issues. Sorry for that loud noise there. You like the look of Source Hut? Alright, let's do this. Let's turn the volume down here. Alright, so that should be coming less through on the Yeti. But we'll see. I broke the fourth wall. Oh no! But yeah. So I don't know. There's just concerns with it. Just from that regards. But yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. The contribution model is a problem though. Because like there's no good way like here on how to learn how to do it. You've got to so yeah. Wait, so wait, how the shit did we get here? This is mailing lists. Gene 2019, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you here. Show you some stickers. Oh yeah, it is about time for stickers. All right, let's. Oh, hold on, I gotta make the bot's not even running. Oh, let's get that bot running so I can actually do the giveaway. All right, and then.
Hey everyone, it's time to give away some stickers. For August, we're mixing things up, literally, because it's winner's choice as we launch the new sticker shop at shop.reaperworld.com. Winners will be given a code that they can redeem to get any pack they want, or go a la carte and pick the stickers you want in packs of 2 instead. So, if you want to win some stickers, go ahead and type stickers into chat right now.
Oh man, the mailing list stuff here is, it's just your typical email elitist stuff. Don't top post. Make sure it's plain text only. Wrap lines. Add PGP signatures. Send text. Get send email. So you got like if you want to do patches, you got to do this the same way on everything. And this means that you need to have an email, a command line email client on your machine or something like that. Typically, this is going to be SendMail. That will know how to forward to your ISP, most likely. Because your ISP will typically relay email for you. Typically, not always. Or maybe you log into your regular email and just submit it that way. Like your Gmail or something like that. And then... like it'll send the patches out that way. That works, but that's real tedious to set up. And that's how SourceOut wants you to do it, which is annoying, in my opinion. But yeah. You're digging the radio voice? Oh wait, when I'm doing the sticker speech, yeah. I'm not going to show you the stickers on the webcam, and don't worry, the chroma key's not going to get messed up. If you want to see the stickers now, there is now this whole big giant thing. This way, I'll still probably display them, or I'll just show a picture of them when we're doing the next ones. But yeah, so there's now a whole site of where you can go and get the stickers. So yeah, you can get them now, or if you win the sticker raffle, I'll give you a code to give you a free pack. So yeah, but every sticker we have ever given away is here, because holy crap, do I have too many stickers. So yeah, some of them when we run out, I'm not replacing them, but the problem is I have all those stickers. That's been my inventory, and I need to thin it out because it's getting ridiculous. How's it going, Will? Yeah, it's been a while. I've been all right. I actually quit my job. I'm working on open source full time now. I haven't been streaming as much as I should be because I've been dealing with a lot of bullshit along the way. Like namely that whole SourceForge thing today with the username thing. If you guys have been following my Twitch or my Twitter at all, you'll see I've been having an interesting discussion with DigitalOcean support, trying to figure out if they still give open source credits, because I'm tired of waiting after months now of getting no response. The unofficially employed life, yes. How's it going, Tech? You show me Tux, I'm worried after that. What Tux? Like, I can turn Tux on. I gotta turn the lights on for him, though. Hold on. So, for those of you that have been following the streams this weekend, you'll know that I have a Tux droid set up here. Where is his light cable? So, that Tux droid is one of these guys. That's another one of them. I have two of them. It's an animatronic Tux. He can flap his wings. He can open and close his eyes. He can open and close his mouth. He can talk. He can listen. He can do all this stuff. The problem is all the software and everything for him really sucks. And it's really out of date and barely works. So I've been trying to port it to Go. And it's been fun because I'm talking raw USB HID over, yeah. And it's been a lot of head desk problems or head wall problems, but yeah. Is quitting a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I mean, I quit back in March, so I'm doing all right. I'm gonna run out of money at some point, but yeah. Yeah, so the problem with, actually, it shouldn't be as bad as it is right now. Oh, webcam Tux. Okay, so right now you can actually see his eyes, but if I connect his dongle, which is how you connect him to the computer because he's wireless, his eyes will turn on and his eyes are blue. So watch what happens to his eyes when I plug the fish in. Connecting. Oh, hold on, I have to turn him on. I can't do it that way, can I? Alright, since I have to stand on my chair and I don't want to give the camera a crotch shot, we're going to hide my camera real quick. And now his eyes have disappeared. There we go. Yes, no crotch shot, sorry. That's a way to freak anyone out. Nice. Yes, but a huge Tux, it'd be better if he was moving right now. with see-through eyes, or with chroma keyed eyes. But yeah, so we're gonna get him figured out. He's gonna start doing the announcements on the stream. So instead of like the big annoying Streamlabs announcement, he's just gonna be like, so and so is followed. Once we actually get him working. So yeah, that is the plan. And Knowledge, where's the chroma artifact? Aside from his eyes. Need to sync a little tux dance to your music, like a visual. That could be an interesting idea. So like the problem is like he's actually really dumb. And all of the logic is controlled in the software that runs on your host that talks to him. So like it could be doable, but yeah. Like his firmware is just really dumb. It's just like move to this point and it knows what like the max is, but you can't just be like open eyes. Like you have to write the code for the host to do it. Now that was there in the Tux driver source code from before, but that shit is so hard to follow. It's ridiculous. Oh, it was on the other Tux's feet. Oh, okay, I saw it. Yeah, and I tilted it or something. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so this is a Gen 1 Tux droid. They don't make these things anymore. These came out in 2007. This guy's felt, and he collects dust and cat hair like you wouldn't believe. And he's really dirty, including his belly. The other one is a Gen 2. You can't even find these things anywhere. If you can find these things anywhere, let me know, because I would be interested in acquiring more of them. The Gen 1 one doesn't work because I have to update the firmware, and I have to figure out how to do that now that the company that built it is bankrupt and gone. Their website's gone. Most of the documentation is gone. It's a bad time. So, yeah. Gen 2 as in Generation 2, not as in the Linux distribution named after the Gen 2 Penguin. Booyah. Alright, we're gonna turn him off though, because these lights are really annoying that are up there. Good. I found out you can get little USB extension cables that have a power switch on them. I just need to order them. Because like right now what I'm doing for him is so his lights are just, they just get powered over USB. So I just have a hub under my desk here, and I'm just plugging it in, plugging it out. It's really annoying, because like, do I have the right cable? And yeah. Gitu Gen 2? What's a Gitu? Alright, so we are 36 minutes into the stream and we've gotten nothing done yet. Awesome, way to go. So yeah, anyways, the whole Bitbucket thing, it sucks. There's some plans there. I was looking at possibly putting up road code before they announce this. I don't know if I'm going to, whatever. We've got some time to figure some stuff out. Worst case, I'm pretty sure rock.pidgin.im still has, just want to make sure it's not going to leak my IP. Okay, it didn't. I'm pretty sure this still has all the Mercurial server stuff. No. Apparently we removed it. Oh, no, it wasn't here. It's on Nicobar. Hold on. Ooh. Nicobar, Pidgin.im. That. Damn it. So, since my mic was moved, I had to put a mute button into my foot pedal, and I accidentally hit that. So, sorry, but thank you. Yes. How's it going, silly fanboy? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, we shouldn't be muted anymore. I need to make it more obvious for me, but it's whatever. We're not muted now. But anyway, so what I was saying was, we still have Mercurial server running on Nicobar, which is one of our servers. We can easily move everything back over there and turn that on. We're going to lose pull requests, but there's, what is that thing called? Website for patch emails. There's some web servers for this. I always forget what it's called. It's not patch. No. There's also the option of running Fabricator, but that also has issues with Mercurial because people are just do the very bare minimum for it. What the hell is this called? Hold on, let me ask Sean. He knows. He's the one I always go to. Like, hey, what's that thing called again? It's got some clever name too. I just never ever remember it. Remember if I forgot to take my... It's not a matter of taking my foot off. It's a toggle. So I tap it once to mute. I tap it again to unmute. Like I'm not holding it the whole time. Yeah. The foot pedal is more of like a caps lock or a scroll lock. It's a stateful key. It's not necessarily... Or it's not like a pressed and then depressed. Your server is not installed by a package. When we installed it, Debian did not... Oh, okay, so maybe it is on rock. So the Mercurial server. Okay, yeah, so this is all still here. So like I could easily turn this on. Well, easily turn this on. But yeah, as I said, I was pretty sure it was on rock. And then, never mind, let's do this again. So, yeah. Like, we still have hg.pidgin.im that directs here. And, yeah. What do you feel is the best documentary and show about hacking? I don't know. I mean, there's not really a documentary that like tells you like how to hack or anything. I've watched a lot of really bad documentaries about hacking, and I watched a lot of really bad movies about hacking. I think the show that has probably the most intriguing storyline that involves hacking would be Mr. Robot, but that's about it. Yeah, that's not a documentary though, Tech. Yeah, Tech, that's no good. I mean, if you want to talk, man, hit me up outside of the stream or something, but yeah. Trust your techno list. Ooh, Mr. Robot's coming back in a month? Yeah, I've been waiting very, well, I was going to say impatiently, but then I'm like, no, I think I've been kind of patient. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really sad to see it end. This is the last season they're going to do for Mr. Robot, but I'm also happy that, like, they're ending it here on their terms, and they're going to finish telling the story they want to tell. Rather than, like, dragging it out for another X more seasons to get more money out of it and then, like, completely ruining the story. So, like, that's cool. Like, it sucks, but it's cool. I'd rather have it end where they intend to have it end rather than it being some, you know, rather than them jumping the shark, for those of you that know that reference. What Finch GNT? Oh, in the code base? So Finch is still there. GNT got pulled out a long time ago, KDEX. So yeah, GNT we pulled out of the code base quite a bit ago. So bitbucket.org/pidgin/libgnt is where you can find libgnt now. And the intent is that libgnt will build its own community. One that's not hidden in the shadow of Pidgin, because that's been a problem. You thought Matrix was a hacking documentary? Well, you know they're apparently making a hacker or Matrix 4 now, right? The studio owns the IP will reboot it. Wait, what? What? Matrix 4? No, Matrix 4 has one of the Wachowskis as well as Carrie-Anne Moss and Keanu Reeves already. So we'll see. Everyone says they hate Matrix 2 and 3. I don't know. I liked them. I'm a weirdo, I guess. Like, they weren't as good as the first one, I'll give you that. But I'm not like, oh, this was a deplorable. They were better off not making them. No, I don't care. Like, it's fine. It's fine. So, yeah. Alright, anyways, I don't think we have any more pull requests going. Oh, wait. There was an update 5 hours ago in this one. Okay, that's not a big deal. 3 was oddly bad. I just watched them the other night, like all of them, including the Animatrix. So, They'll be able to use Keanu without any CG because he's not aged. I mean, maybe he has aged. Who knows? Keanu has infinite youth. Confirmed. Yeah. Ocean Monroe, what, 2 weeks ago? Nice. Yeah, they made the announcement, and then I was like, I need to put something on in the background, something that's not going to, like, pull my full attention. I was working on, I think, HD Keeper. And I'm like, all right, I need to put something on that's not going to pull my attention. So I'm like, you know what? They just were talking about Matrix. Let's watch Matrix again. So that was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Crap. I broke my ponytail holder. Luckily, I have another one. You know, I've never watched Farscape. I've intended to, I just never have. So when I sit down to watch it, I'm going to like actually try to pay attention, which was not what I was trying to do the other day. I was trying to put something on in the background and get some work done. All right. So this stuff. So I don't actually want to change the. Okay. Stat HG sum. I'm on default. Okay. HG boo. Sub-project build. So this was all the test. This is how we're trying to figure out if we could get G-plug into the sub-project build. And we can, but to make this up to date and make it work, we have to release G-plugin. That's obviously not going to happen tonight. I'm going to actually try to get that done this weekend. I'll try to stream it when I can. But I don't want to do that here on Pidgin Light. So. Frel me? I assume that's a Farscape reference. The thing that's weird for me about Farscape is like I know, like I've seen, like in Stargate they made a bunch of references to Vala, and I can't think of his name's characters in there. And like that was weird because I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should go back and watch Farscape sometime. And I just haven't done it yet. So anyways, yeah, this I should have. So all we changed in the gplugin.rap file, since I have an original file now, because I didn't tell it to not create one, is I just changed the revision to develop, because I want to make sure that works. But then the rest of this is literally, we're just updating Bitbucket pipelines to pull in a different image. This image has all of the dependencies for GNT, gplugin, and Talk2 and Pidgin. So what happens is this does not install any of those sub libraries ahead of time. This build will then make sure that we do the entire build from Meson as if you did not have any of those dependencies. So anything that we have a sub project for, it'll do the entire sub project build. And that's the point of this pull request when we get to it once we get Gplugin released. We had some users that were doing this because they didn't know that they needed those dependencies. And that's the whole reason it's here, so they don't need to do that. But the problem was there was issues with it. And we weren't catching them. So it's like, all right, get that into CI. Go, go, go. And this is that. I just have to get Gplugin released for it. Update everything to do a full build of all sub-projects. Alright, we're just going to push this for now, just so I don't lose my copy. We'll be good to go. Yeah, well, but I was trying to think of the character names. I know, like, I don't know if I could remember that. Oh my god, this happened. Why did I get this twice? So I have been threatening to write a hook for Mercurial so that every time I push to Bitbucket and I get this message that I tweet to them, letting them know that I got their message that they are shutting down Mercurial support. I haven't done it yet because I looked at it. There's a Twitter client called BTI that I was going to use for it, but BTI seems to not work well. So we'll see. Apple's warning users not to put their Apple cards in leather wallets because it causes the Apple cards to discolor. I saw people tweeting about that. I didn't know why. It was like, oh, well, you can't do this, 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 and this with your Apple card. And I'm just like, oh boy, here we go again. Speaking of things, we need to run the sticker video again. So here we go.
Hey everyone, it's time to give away some stickers. For August, we're mixing things up. Literally. Because it's winner's choice as we launch the new sticker shop at shop.reaperworld.com. Winners will be given a code that they can redeem to get any pack they want. Or go a la carte and pick the stickers you want in packs of 2 instead. So, if you want to win some stickers, go ahead and type stickers into chat right now.
Alright. Yes, you're storing it wrong. You shouldn't hold your phone like this. You need to hold it like this. And then your antenna will work. I don't remember how they hold their phones. But it was something stupid like that. I need to make a video for this. Of course, long story short, we don't know yet. There's a lot of potential options. We haven't decided which way we're going to go. Those of you that have been paying close attention know that I've known this was going to happen for a while. I didn't think they were going to announce it this soon, and I didn't think they were going to make such shitty judgment calls as they have. But we'll see. Mercurial is another version control system. It was created roughly the same time. So, quick history on version control systems. Git created by Linus Torvalds over the course of a weekend or 2 weeks. I don't remember exactly. Because one of his lieutenants, Andrew Tridgedale, I believe, ended up, or at the time, the Linux kernel was using a proprietary version control system called BitKeeper. They had been given an open source license for BitKeeper as long as they did not try to reverse engineer it or anything. Well, Andrew Tridgedale got tired of the tooling in BitKeeper and started writing his own. The CEO of BitKeeper, I can't think of his name. If I saw it, I'd remember it, but whatever. Got pissed at that and pulled the Linux kernel's license. That's when Linus, over the course of a weekend or 2 weeks, I don't remember, started writing Git. Due to all of this, another kernel developer by the name of Matt McCall started working on Mercurial. Over time, when they both first started coming out, they both had a lot of support. There was a lot of back and forth, blah, blah, blah. What was the deciding factor in why Git, quote-unquote, won? A lot of people say GitHub. I think it's more just people were like, oh, Linus wrote it. It's got to be good. I also heard a lot of people at the time going, if it's good enough for the Linux kernel, it's good enough for my project, because their 10-person project is like the multi-thousand people contributor Linux kernel. Anyways, whatever. Mercurial itself is designed more after the traditional version control systems of CVS, Subversion, Bazaar, Darks, even Fossil, RCS included. Bazaar came out somewhere around there too. Git is more based off of BitKeeper, which itself is based mostly off of Perforce. So there's many, many differences between the two, and Git does a lot of things really dumb, and yeah. So, I don't know. But yeah, so that's, oh, I also forgot Monotone in there too. Monotone also worked a lot, like the workflow-wise, worked very similar to CVS, Subversion, Bazaar, Darks, Mercurial, all of them. But yeah. But yeah, so Mercurial, it's another version control system. MercurialSCM.org. I don't like Git. In fact, I'm on record many times, and I'll go on record right now again saying, fuck Git. Because Git is a giant foot gun. And the people are like, I don't know, it works fine for me. Use 5 commands. And they have one username. It never ever changes. They don't bounce between multiple projects. They're not doing rebases. They're not signing CLAs. And if they are, that doesn't matter because they're only doing a single username, stuff like that. Git also, in my opinion, is not a version control system. Yes, that's fire. Git is a collaboration tool. Git throws versions away all the damn time. Every time you git push -F, every time you git pull -F, you are throwing away history. You have lost versions. That is not something a version control system does. If a version control system loses versions, it's bad at its job. How's it going, Wilsey? Welcome, welcome. Okay, knowledge. Sorry, 6 commands. But yeah, Mercurial, it's great. It works fine. It's a million times more intuitive. It has not had 3 attempts and fails at making the UI better. Unfortunately, Mercurial has said that they're going to forever do backwards compatibility using the command line as their API. That makes sense, but I think they did it poorly. There's a lot of stuff that should be on by default now, and it's not, because of that reason. But like Mercurial actually tracks renames, whereas Git deletes and re-adds, and shit like that. It's 7 commands. Oh, I'm sorry. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like the way that I think Mercurial should have fixed the like stable command line API is add an extra flag that says like static or stable or script or something like that, and then that way it just returns to whatever the hell the defaults were when the thing was introduced. But then that way they could change the user-facing stuff. So like, but a lot of us in our actually, how safe is my HGRC? I think it's safe. Oh, wrong thing. I think it's safe. But let's just make sure. Oh, wait, what do I get diff minus P? So, or not get diff, HG diff. I'm hitting the wrong thing again. Okay. So, HG help diff. What is minus P? I can't see around the mic. That's show function. Okay. But yeah, so like if you want to see a rename properly, you have to do HG diff minus G or dash dash git to get a git diff, because Mercurial is still tied to the old diff format of patch, the patch command on your machine. And like that's something where that's like a bad user experience, and if they had a way so that they could change the user facing ones versus the script ones, that would be huge. Just to turn that on by default. So yeah. But yeah. That's about it. But yeah, so the whole yeah, I bet bad hombres, yeah. So like I mentioned the different UIs for Git. So like everybody that's a Git diehard, have you ever heard of TIG or Gitless? What is TIG's tagline here? It's an ncurses based text mode for Git. Its functions manages Git repository browser stage change. Okay, there was so okay, maybe it's not so much this one. One of these was created off of a study of how to make Git the Git UI suck less. So it might have been Gitless. Yeah, so here, Gitless is a version control system built on top of Git. Many people complain that Git is hard to use. We think the problem lies deeper than the user interface and the concept underlying Git. Blah, blah, blah. It's an experiment, whatever. Okay, so this came out of 2017? That seems too new. When was your first one? Maybe releases will be better, but I don't want to go to your first commit. But I'm going to have to find a way there, apparently, huh? There's 625. It's not too many. Where? Go to older. Jesus. There's what, like 50 a page? It's going to take a minute. Hub is an attempt to make Git nicer, though. Yeah, no, GitHub. Wait. Which, oh yeah, hub is the GitHub command, right? That's just like for interacting with GitHub. All right, raffle's over, and we are gonna pick 3 winners out of the 2 people we have, which means they're both winners. So, first winner is Will50, congratulations. And the second winner is the Frosty Crab. All right, give me a second. I need to just get some info here. So I will whisper both of the winners with additional info. I just need to get you signed up to, or not signed up. I just need to get a listing of you to the codes that I'm going to give you for the store so that I can track which codes I have given out and which ones I haven't. So we've taken care of a lot of the manual stuff we have to deal with here, but there's still a bit, unfortunately. Okay, come here, do this. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, there you go, cool. Okay, that's the first one. It's alright, I'll pick back up on chat here in a second. Yeah, okay. Cool. Then we want to do this, do this, do this, do that. Okay, cool. Clear my clipboard, good. Alright. I thought or am I thinking of the GH command? What's hub then? Tech, they won a free sticker pack from the sticker store. And now the Librem 5s aren't out yet. I'm waiting for mine though. Do I use Kubernetes for my personal projects? I have. I have an entire Kubernetes stack or cluster for the Pidgin stuff. Which all this is available to anybody that wants to see it, minus the secret files. But that's all Pidgin stuff that's running on a Kubernetes cluster, which you can find at bitbucket.org, RW Grimm, Kate's cluster. I gotta get this under the Pidgin namespace, or Pidgin repo at some point, but yeah. Hub is wrapped around GitHub, just like Lab is around GitLab. But yeah, so anyways, Git lists was to make Git easier, but the fun part is how many of you know about Cogito? Cogito, human suitable interface for Git. Last stable release, 2016-1019. Since fall 2006, Cogito is deprecated and unmaintained. Probably will not work well now that new Git versions. As of Git 1.5, Git user interface should be sufficiently user-friendly, and everyone is encouraged to learn and use Git directly. The rest of the original homepage follows for historical interest. So let's go back to, where was it? Okay, I guess I closed it. So Git list 2017, Git user interface is a problem. 2006, Git user interface is good. You should learn it. Where's that disconnect over 11 years? And the problem is, it's still crap. You can't understand it without a ton of work. But yeah. Cogito should sound a little bit more like cookie dough. I'm not sure what you mean, but alright. How's it going, Nightshade dude? But yeah, so like this has been a problem that has been around in Git forever. This is why when people are like, oh, I don't know, it works fine for me. It's like, okay, maybe it does. But the fact that these projects keep coming out tell a different story. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying that it shouldn't work for you. I'm saying there's a disconnect. Maybe you spent a bunch of time learning it, maybe whatever. But the whole problem about the Git user interface being bad leads to a bunch of secondary issues. So you get all these people that think version control is really hard, so they just stick to the few couple things that they know, and they don't want to branch out and do anything else. This is why they get scared to like look at another version control tool like Mercurial or PyJoule or Fossil or anything of like the ones that are actually being, you know, what's the damn word? They're coming out with new features. I can't think of the right word. Like nobody wants to touch it because they've gone through this hell of learning Git, because it is hell learning Git, and they don't want to do that again. This is why I say the Git, shit, it's not Florence Nightingale, what is it? something syndrome. Whatever. Where they just get stuck in this of like, I'm not going to learn anything else because I spent all this time learning it. You get into a whole sunk cost theory. Stockholm syndrome. Thank you, Josh Brown. There we go. Yeah, so they get stuck into Stockholm syndrome and they don't want to learn anything else. But the other problem is the majority of people just don't give a shit about version control. These are the people that before you give them version control, they would have the version 1, version 2, version 2 final, version 3 final, final in their file names. They don't care. They just don't care. So trying to like force these complex version control ideas on top of those people, it's just not going to work. And I think that's something everybody needs to learn, but we're just not there. But you know, since everyone's like, oh, Git's great, it's amazing, it does all the things. Yeah, and it also blows up on you all the time. Like I shouldn't, as a developer, I shouldn't have to give a shit about the ref log. I shouldn't have to, but I've had to use it to save my ass because Git sucks. So, whatever. I don't know. Innovative. Thank you. I don't know why my vocabulary today has just gone straight in the crapper. Yeah, exactly, willc.ca. I mean, what's the problem with that? There's no problem there. So, like, I learned the power of version control many years ago. Back in the 90s, a friend and I were trying to create a video game. We were writing it using Borland C++, and we were sharing code with each other over a Windows file share, aka a Samba share. This was back in the 90s, so I was still running Windows like a pleb. Anyways, multiple times, it all depended who hit save last on whether or not your changes ended up there or not. That fucking sucked. I can't even tell you how many times and how much code we lost. But, what are you going to do? You know, that friend's name was not John Carmack. Even though John Carmack at the time was working 60 miles away from me and I didn't even know it. When did Carmack leave Madison, Wisconsin? It's not even on here. But anyways, so for when they wrote Doom, when ID or id, whatever you want to call them, wrote Doom, they wrote Doom out of Madison, Wisconsin. Maybe ID Software will have it. Okay, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, if you look at their history, they were in Madison, Wisconsin for a couple of years. Him, Romero, and I can't remember the other guy's name. But yeah. If only that'd make for an awesome story. No, I haven't listened or read Masters of Doom. I've had it recommended, but yeah. So to touch on the point, I can't read it up. I'm experiencing VCSs. They use CVS subversion, monotone, mercurial, and even RCS. When I tried to use Git, I found it a total piece of shit, completely unintuitive. Exactly. That's the thing. So like the people that have only learned Git are only ever going to be able to use Git. That's a problem. This is what we in the industry would call lock-in. You look at CVS subversion, monotone, mercurial. I'm going to skip RCS because RCS is different. Out of those, only monotone or all of them share all the same commands: check out, check in, add to add a file to the repository. The monotone and mercurial only add their new big functions you use all the time are push and pull. Everything else is the same. What about Perforce? I've never used Perforce much myself. All I know is that BitKeeper was based on Perforce. So, and Git was inspired by BitKeeper, so therefore I have to assume Perforce sucks. That said, P4 merge is pretty cool. P4 merge, do I have it installed anymore? No. P4 merge is a three-way diff tool. So like when you get a really bad merge conflict, the cool thing about P4 merge is it shows you left side, right side, and the common ancestor, and then you actually do the merge in the bottom pane. And that is ridiculously helpful. If you've ever done a giant, horribly ugly merge, you'll understand why that is just like, oh my god, amazing. That said, KDiff3 does it now, so I don't care. So, yeah. Whichever idiot added stage to get should have been had some sense beaten into it. Yeah, so, like, the stage... I don't understand why people like the stage. I don't get it. Like... So say these files were tracked. I like that I can just HG check in and I'm done. Or for your Git people, that's commit. Mercurial, by the way, check this out. HGP. It's ambiguous. Which one do you want? Okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, hey, look. I can just say HG pull and it'll figure out the right command. Whereas everybody that uses Git, I see so many people doing Git, pull, origin, master, because they don't know how their tool works. Like, this is just what they do all the time. And then it's always git commit after git add. It's just like, you people are sitting here telling me that you like to be efficient and you like to do things quickly and you write all these scripts. So like, these are the people that are like, have Kubernetes commands that are like k git pods, yeah, whatever. So they'll have something like that, right? So it'll be like KGP. It'll do kube control git pods, and then you can do like -n my namespace, right? But at the same time, they're still typing git commit and then git push origin master every single time, and I'm just like, your inconsistency is triggering my OCD. Perforce is not really like those. Okay, yeah, like I've never used Perforce enough. Perforce up until a couple years ago was completely proprietary and super duper expensive. So I haven't touched it, so I don't know. I usually Git GUIs, currently Git Kraken to abstract away all the Git bullshit commands. See my coworkers struggle with the client, just laugh. Yeah, but I mean at the same time, you shouldn't need a GUI for it either. Completely wrong about staging? Okay, like how is staging helpful? I don't get it. The stage has gotten in my way more than anything else ever in Git. And like, that's the whole thing about like, oh, I wanted to make sure that I got a change in, but I already staged it. So now I have to do git diff -- cached to look at it. Whereas I could just do hg diff without a stage and I'd see it. So yeah. Yeah, the -m message. Yeah, that too. Started the HG, but eventually preferred Git. Uni forced me into using Subversion, which I remember you don't really entirely hate. Subversion, it was good for its time, but it was not exactly good either. Subversion also had a habit, at least in the Pidgin repository. So the Pidgin repository went from CVS to Subversion to Monotone to Mercurial. Like the code, this code base, at one point in time, I hit Shift G. It's trying to read all of it to get to the bottom. Everything that's in here was at one point, it started in HG, Subversion, Monotone, or Mercurial. Like there's code in this Mercurial repository that goes all the way back to the CVS repository from the 90s. We've just converted it throughout the years. And we are dropping packets. Sweet. So Reckonar, you can git commit -a, and that will take anything. Git commit -a is the same as just like HG check-in. Whereas git add a file at a time is HG check-in a file name. It's annoying, but yeah. I mean, don't like. If you're gonna learn Mercurial, learn Mercurial. Don't feel pressure for me to do it. Just, you know, if you want to expand your knowledge of how version control systems work and stuff like that, then sure, by all means, go do it. But don't do it because I'm saying you should. ISP. It's not a drill. I'll just get commands, yeah. So, funny you should mention, have I tried turning it on and off again? So, before the stream, I was just sitting there watching TV, hanging out with my cats. And I was like, did I just lose the internet? Answer is yes. So my ISP was here Tuesday, not because I called them, they were just here with somebody's shit. And things got better. As you can see, things got better. But we're still seeing droppage. But yeah, I actually lost full connectivity for a little while earlier today, which is dumb. But overall, like, if we go and say last 7 days, part of this is messed up because I had DNS messed up. But if we go look at this over the past 7 days, this gap here is because I had DNS messed up on my LAN. Shit, I didn't want to actually do that. Go back. No. Last 7 days, come on. But you'll notice these spikes are closer together than these ones. It's not much different, but they fixed something. They like partially fixed the problem. But yeah, so they were here on Tuesday, and things got really good for a while, and then they went to shit again. But they didn't go to shit as bad again. So, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, one of the other cool things about Mercurial is there is this extension that really needs to get into full-blown upstream. That's called Evolve. So you'll remember I talked earlier about Git loses versions. That's why you're push -f and your push or your pull -f when you do a rebase shit like that, you're losing history. Evolve, so by default Mercurial doesn't allow you to rewrite history. That's intentional. The Evolve extension lets you rewrite history, but it does so in a safe way. And I would highly recommend anybody that's interested in this stuff reads this. So you'll see this a lot. And so the first commit that we have from our migrate, this commit, there's other commits. This tree gets weird because of the migrate. This one is apparently from the year 2000, March 23rd of the year 2000. That's commit 0 in our change. I don't know why that's the first one, but it is. But so like if you look a little bit more, let's just search for, was hoping this would work a little different. Is it capital X or lower X? Oh, it's not going to show here. That should show it here. I haven't rebased anything in a while. But anyway, so what Evolve does is it takes an existing commit and it writes a value to it to say that it has been obsoleted, or it has created an obsolescence marker for that commit. And then what it does is it'll then replay the new commits on top of it, and those obsolescence markers that have the same commit hash as the old commit, they then point you to the new commit. So what happens is you don't have to do a push -f or a pull -f, because when you pull, Mercurial will go, oh, this commit that I'm supposed to be on got obsoleted. It's now over here. And then it goes over there, and voila. And you still have all the history. And everything just works, and everything is fine and happy. Part of that is due to Mercurial has phases for commits as well. So you see here there's phases. So public means that it's been published to a publishing repo, which basically means that it shouldn't be changed. But a draft commit means that it has not been pushed to a publishing repo. Publishing repo just changes the state from draft to public. And Evolve really only works on draft commits. That's why Bitbucket was set up to have all commits be draft. You would have to turn off, or you would have to say it is a publishing repo to change that. But then that way, people could easily do pull requests, do changes, do rebases, do all that stuff. And then, so like the way we set up Pidgin, bitbucket.org/Pidgin main, that was a publishing repo. Whereas whenever anybody would fork, due to the way the defaults were on Bitbucket, whoever created a fork, they would be a non-publishing repo. So they would have, all their commits would stay in draft forever unless they manually changed them, or once they got committed to Pidgin main, they became public. At that point, they are canonical, they cannot be changed. They can still be changed with Evolve. It gets weird, it gets hacky. You have to go out of your way to make it happen. But yeah. Yeah, see, it's about 100 seconds. It's really, really annoying. But yeah, so like that's the idea of there's another phase in there too called secret. A commit that is a secret commit will never ever be exchanged with another repository. I'm not sure how exactly that one's supposed to work. But yeah. All right. So we were gonna Oh, I didn't mention it because it was while the sticker video was running, which we are due to give away some more stickers. So let's get that party going. Oop.
Hey everyone, it's time to give away some stickers. For August, we're mixing things up, literally, because it's winner's choice as we launch a new sticker shop at shop.reaperworld.com. Winners will be given a code that they can redeem to get any pack they want, or go a la carte and pick the stickers you want in packs of 2 instead. So, if you want to win some stickers, go ahead and type stickers into chat right now.
Alright, so, what we're going to do tonight is try to get, or figure out where the hell we left off on the status box for Pidgin 3 here. So, I know we were close, and I know we just mostly needed polishing stuff here. I just don't remember where we left off, and we failed to build. Joy. Why do we fail? I thought I fixed those. Apparently, I did not. GTK docklets. Well, a lot of these are still... Oh, maybe we realized I wasn't done with those yet. Okay. GTK docklet. Let's see. Docklet is the system tray icon. I don't know why it started getting called a docklet. But yeah. This code actually needs to die. It needs to die a horrible, horrible death. Not all of it, but most of it. There's a widget that does literally all of this except the custom stuff. So we're going to see like GTK plugin or something in here. Or no, GTK embed. No, where the hell is it? Oh, no, this did get updated status icon. Okay, I stand corrected. For the longest time, this was using some really dicey code. Before widgets end up in GTK proper, they traditionally go through what they call the egg process. And it's just any API for GNOME. I don't know why they picked eggs, I guess because it's an incubation, whatever. But anyways, for the longest time, we were carrying egg tray icon in our tree to make this work. And I thought we were still using that, but apparently we did not, because at one point in time, GTK status icon got created, and then it's now been deprecated, and they don't want you to use it. Because GNOME is trying to get rid of the system tray icon, and other people don't want to do that. But, so, GTK 3, it's deprecated since 3.14, shouldn't be used. They just want you to use G notification and GTK application to provide status notifications. Whereas a lot of people will use these to do different things, like Chrome. I can pull up the task manager, you know, I can do a couple different things in Chrome here. Network manager, same deal. There's actions I can do here. It's more than just notifications. I did that agent, okay. What experimental GTK something? I didn't say experimental GTK something, did I? Yeah, well, reckon out. I thought it was still using GTK embed. So GTK embed, no, it's GTK plugin. No, wait, what? Did they get rid of this? GTK plug, that's what it's called. So you would create a socket in your application called GTK socket, and then you'd use a GTK plug to put a widget in that other application. And that's how the tray icon worked. And it sucked, and it was gross, and it kind of worked, but yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that would make sense. But so like the dbus stuff that's in GIO now, that started off as egg dbus as well. So it's not just GTK, it's got to be like glib. GNOME egg namespace. What do you got for me, Google? So there's libegg. Is there actually anything even in here now that's decent? I'm gonna guess not. It hasn't been touched in 2 years. Alright. That's thanks. You just gave me a link directly to whatever. But yeah, so like the GIO dbus stuff started off as egg dbus. I did a lot of work with that back then, and it like not on it, but working with it. and it did not do quite what I wanted it to. Okay, why do we need the status box first? Let's start there. What does this even do? This is the Pidgin 2 one. My email notifications. I think that's email. So is this just for change status? Why is it looking at the account? 539. Wait, isn't this this is a plugin, right? No, this is built into the main code now. So I have, how does this work? Statusbox.c. There's a thing in here to get the model or something, I thought. Menu, alright, so. Wait, what? Okay, because this is a combo box, right? How does this work? I don't even remember how any of this works. So, when I rewrote this, there's a bunch of pieces to it. There's Pidgin status box, Pidgin status menu. Shit. Okay, this is the combo box. Okay. And the status menu uses a list store. I don't care about get selected right now. Where is that? Icon text emblem. So there's a status store that I'm not seeing getting... Oh, that gets applied in Glade. That's what's weird. Okay, but the status store itself is a GTK list store, and I don't think there's a way to create a menu from a GTK list store. Box, set, menu... No, set model. Model only wants a GTK tree model. Damn it. So there's this new thing in here called G menu, and there's G menu model, and I don't know who actually implements this. Yeah, so the thing is, if I can make this model into a G menu model, and then I can reuse it in both. That's what I'm going for. And then that way, you know, no redundant code, no monkeying around, changing something the way it works, whatever, blah, 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 blah. This is this a full class? Yeah, damn it. Menu model. Okay, tree model. I'm wondering if there's some way like I can create one for one. GTK tree model from G menu model. Like that would be really cool if that would work. Main thing to understand is how this work we're bringing in and how menus work in GTK. Days of constructing a menu bar widget and packing it into VBox, top of your window are gone. It's an interface to describe the content of a menu, and a G menu is obviously, or is its obvious implementation. Think GTK tree view versus GTK tree store, yeah. But how do I use this as a list store in a combo box? That's what I should be searching for. G menu model, GTK combo box. That would be awesome. Oh, let me guess, it's only fixed in GTK 4. Or that just gave me GTK menu. Why did you give me GTK menu? It only implements GTK implementer and GTK buildable, and this is the same old thing. What the shit? So I can say menu new from model. Wait, do we have that now? Oh, but that doesn't help me on the combo box. I'm trying to find out if I can create one menu that I can use in a combo box and a menu. You're feeling lucky today? Oh, for stickers. Nice. Okay, menu item new. Yeah, so there's no new from or menu new. Okay, so I do have new from model. So that part could work, but I can't create a combo box. GTK combo box model. Wait. Yeah, see that one's a tree model, not a menu model. That is the problem. What you doing back there, dude? Well, the cat is behind the green screen, messing around, getting into trouble. Alright, so ultimately I don't think there's a way to do this, which sucks. I mean, I could rebuild the status box to use a G menu instead, but yeah. Thanks for the follow, Psycho Zen. Glad to have you here. Like what, Rakanaro? GTK combo box with G menu. There's GTK model button, which takes a G menu model, but I don't think it looks like it. It said model button. That's modal button. Or no, it's model. Ugh. Yeah, these are interesting. I kind of like this better than our current setup, to be honest. But, the behavior of block comments. Yeah, so, like, the backticks should start on a line by themselves. Any text, then traditionally the way the backticks work is you can put a language right next to the opening backticks, and then, but your actual content is supposed to start on the next line. And yeah, they're block formatting. So not all of the Markdown parsers will support the language lookup. I think Hugo's does. So like you can say, I don't know if we have any good examples of it, but yeah, we don't have anything here. But like you could say something like Python, def main, something. And like that'll be fine. But remember, Markdown, you have to have a line between each block too. But then you could also do something like C, int main, int arg c car star star arg v return 0. Like both those are valid, and then also foo is valid. What line just say priv equals priv equals priv? I don't know what the hell you saw. I was typing MD, and then I flipped through a couple of these, and then I changed to .md, and that brought us over to here. Alright. Maybe, no. I typed MD like that. I hit down a couple times, or did I scroll? Well, whatever. There's an easier solution to figuring this out. Yes, it did. Did I write that? Oh, God. And yeah, that was over here. What line was that? 64 and 68. What in the shit is this doing? What? I have no excuse for myself. Good eyes there, Q-Logic. Good eyes. But yeah, doesn't matter how much code you've written, doesn't matter how long you do it, we all make stupid mistakes. That was an old commit, too. Like, that's been here for a long time. A long time being a couple weeks. But yeah. Yeah, and it's not even used. There's 2 instances, though. Where the hell did the other one go? Oh, status box and status menu. The status menu also has one. This one is probably used, but no, this is in the menu. Yeah, okay, this one uses it too. Yep. See, we all make mistakes. This is why I don't get all like agitated about like, oh, who wrote this shitty code? I'm like, oh, probably me. Like that's why I hate when people use the blame command. It's like, no, there's one that's totally not vindictive. It's called annotate. Just use that one. It's fine. Stop spreading negative energy. We got enough of that already. Please don't use backticks for syntax. Oh, in any language? What? It's not like there's a language that uses them for comments. Oh, no. Sorry. That's double quotes. Never mind. Go uses single backticks for multi-line strings. But yeah. Many European keyboards like mine, backticks are dead keys. That needs 70 key presses just to write. Oh my god. That's ridiculous, KDEX. TeleJ uses MState. Nice. Yeah, just that whole like, oh, who wrote this? Oh, it was me. You're like, yeah, that's what you get. That's called karma. Like, you wanted to be a big dick about it, and it was you. So, yep. So... So, what if we just deleted this code for now? Like, Logic, you think that's the problem? So right now, that's the direction I'm leaning. Like, this sucks. We know it sucks. Let's remove it. We'll put it back when we have a better solution. It's kind of my thought. So, like, here's the deal. Like, this status box rewrite, I don't think this widget's going to stand the way it is. The problem is I need something to replace it now because it sucks. But at the same time, I don't plan on it being the same way. Just the rewrite of it is going to take too long. And I don't want to actually start doing that part until I talk to a UI person or a UX person. Because we're going to need a UX person for it. So, like, there's been a lot of talk over how, or actually maybe I've talked a lot. I don't know that we've discussed it a lot as a team about what Pidgin should look like in the future. And a big part of that depends on, like, we've got to pull a UX person in. That's what it comes down to. Yeah, I'm like, if you're running GNOME, you don't even see the docklet. So it's just kind of, yeah. Like, I never use those icons on my screen. Oh, you guys, I just realized I was showing them before and you guys can't see them. They're over here somewhere. Oh, yep, there they are. Right over here. There we go. Like, I never use these. And yeah, like, there is a use for it. There's a use case to change the status quickly and easily. I get that. I don't know that the docklet is the right place for it. And the way this works is all the super old, kind of gross, kind of shitty way. And at this point, I'd rather just remove that with the intent of rewriting it later. Like, I know we're going to redo this at some point, but I want to find a better way to do it. And right now it's in my way, so I'm gonna delete it. Because that's what you have to do sometimes. Yeah, see? There's a lot of code here for handling status submenu. Yeah, exactly. This is the same thing, except I'm sitting here going, we're gonna delete this, and then force us to actually write a better implementation. Because this duplicate shit needs to go. Like, the dry principle is good. You need to be careful that you don't overdo it on dry. Dry, don't repeat yourself. But at the same time, this is total repeating ourselves, and that sucks. 504. So, I would much rather err on the side of just delete the damn thing, and we'll figure it out from there. If status equals offline. Okay. This still needs the status, though. I'm not sure where that's gonna get it, but that's gonna go away. How does this look? Oh. Apparently I just went... Okay, so join chat. Okay, so... I don't know why status wasn't by itself, whatever, but that's fine. So we'll leave the separator there. Go from there. Where's the next error? Okay, so that cleaned that. Oh, wait. 107 is not used. Right. Oh, that's for setting the status icon on the docklet itself. No, that's fine. Yeah, it's deprecated. It sucks. We'll have to fix that too. But yeah. Yeah, so I'm working on the status chooser. Like, I have most of this already done. It's already broken out to a bunch of different widgets. It's all in Glade. There's status store, there's status menu, there's status box. All of that's here. Yeah, I haven't pushed, we haven't merged anything with my stuff. Only thing that's been merged with the status box was changing the view out. Changing the web view out to talk to. This fixes a lot of it, but it also introduces a bunch of new stuff because it's all new code. But yeah. GTK blist.c. So what we do is we delete this file so that it'll compile, so the file will start compiling, and then we're going to find the next error. And statusbox.ch is gone anyway, so. Oh, yeah, if anyone wants to enter the raffle, let's run the video one more time.
Hey everyone, it's time to give away some stickers. For August, we're mixing things up, literally, because it's winner's choice as we launch the new sticker shop at shop.reaperworld.com. Winners will be given a code that they can redeem to get any pack they want, or go a la carte and pick the stickers you want in packs of 2 instead. So, if you want to win some stickers, go ahead and type stickers into chat right now.
Oh, didn't realize the video finished. Alright, so the first thing is it's trying to call Pidgin status box new, so we obviously need to add the Pidgin statusbox.h file. We have to include that. Alright, well that was easy. GTK vlist was easy to satisfy. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be cleaned up in the widget itself, in the new widgets I wrote. But like getting stuck in an away state, I'm not sure about that, but yeah. How hard is it to apply a simple Gaussian blur filter on shitty hardware like a phone, with the restriction being that it needs to be done at a different texture every frame and you're targeting 60 frames per second? No idea, KDEX. Maybe somebody else knows. I should have used Vim for what? GTK Con. Why is this using Pidgin status box? Or GTK status box. Seems wrong. Oh. This is all stuff that should have been done via signals. Don't we have signals for a bunch of this stuff? Oh. Fine. Alright, yeah, so this is just being connection.c. Find down, auto join. Connection error, signing on, signing off, signed off, account connecting. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. I guess that's an account. What was the other one? How does this work? So when an account connects, there's this. I don't even remember what it's called. But when you're connecting an account, and I thought it was on the connection. There's a lot of stuff between an account and a connection that are very intertwined in ways that they shouldn't be. It's really hard to follow. Then another thing that needs to be fixed, probably not for Pidgin 3, probably for Pidgin 4, but yeah. Generation of desktop file crashes in Mason, or generation of desktop files crashes in Mason, and the error message was something nondescript like custom subcommand failed. Something error put when I tracked my Pidgin earlier tonight. Really? Mizan. Oh, I have a feeling I know why you died. Let's prove that out. Hold on. Pidgin builder sub project build. No. Yep. Mason build. So I'm gonna guess you don't have G plugin installed, and that is going to be the problem. And it's gonna fail somewhere in there. So this is why I need to release G plugin. If what you want to do in the meantime, like what will make this work, we'll verify here. I'm just trying to make sure I got the same error as you, but the billion warning, so sorry. Or actually here, we'll just do this. Ninja, what's the sub project for G plugin? Sub projects, G plugin. G plugin, GTK. No, the desktop file should have already been generated here. Well, here. So let's try this. If we do vi ... subprojects gplugin.wrap. I'm in a container to make sure I don't have any of the dependencies. Update apt-get install vim. I forgot to hit -y. This is one of the reasons why I love containers, because just like, oh, let's see, what do I have to do from a bare minimum to make this work? And like, instead of having a VM that's empty, I can just do this. So if you change the revision of gplugin from default to develop, I'll show you how to do this in a second. Will the build work now? Or I think we have to nuke the build directory and start over, but -r build, Mason build. Oh, QLogic, while you're here, the revision in HG-wrap, that'll support anything that you can pass the -r for Mercurial, right? And if it does, I think what we're going to do for Talkatoo for the time being is just use tags. But I'm not positive. Oh no, we still failed. Why are we failing? Show me your errors. Right, there's splotches of red in there. Why is it failing on Talkatoo? All that stuff should be... Hold on. This might be my fault. This might be my fault. libgnt, Talkatoo, gplugin. Remove all those. Come back here. Build. RF build. Mason build. Okay, from scratch. 100%. We might still fail with the gplugin thing, but we'll see. Definitely should be used to tag versions. Okay, cool. Yeah, so until we get to, I don't know, like that's the best idea I have right now. Is like, if you don't have anything, this is what you're going to get kind of deal. Like the last release, and we'll use tags. I'm not sold on that. I don't know that I want to pull a whole branching module or whatever branching model into Talkatoo. All right, we're going to see if this works here. If this doesn't work, is this sub project auto update? Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so we still failed here. What we're going to do is we're going to vi ... subprojects gplugin.wrap. We're going to change this. That state as develop. That should have worked. So we'll see. So why did we actually die here? Alright, let's just run the build again. So command failed. Once we get these errors down and this deprecation shit gone, this will be so much easier to deal with. We just need to get there. Artifact, yay. Where do we have errors? Errors. Oh my god. Did I scroll past them? The Finch GIR failed. Oh. Wait, that... Why did that fail? Oh, fuck. This is a tad trickier. Subprojects, gplugin.wrap. What did I call this? Oh, it's a branch. Oh no, we merged this. Yeah, we merged this, right? Yeah. So what? Like I tested this. This worked. Wait, no, that wouldn't. Yeah. I'm dumb. You have to use my bookmark. That's the problem. So you can either install gplugin from the packages that might be available. Otherwise, you have to use my bookmark for this. My bookmark for this. How do I want to do this? QLogic, are you opposed to pointing to gplugin develop for the moment? If we do that, the problem's fixed. We don't have to pull the gplugin release. What in the hell? That is a weird sound for a song.
I got a task to do. I got an app to boost drive. Check up on Hacker News. Angular 2 React reviews. I gotta make a call. Who's got the time to read through it all? Let's just go with React. npm install. Try a console log. Got the two-way binding. What else? Got the one-way data flow.
What did I open?
I wish I did this like a day ago. jQuery is so old. This is the up and...
Okay, there we go. I found it. I'm just like, I apparently opened a tab that I had closed earlier in Chrome on accident. That's what I'm looking for.